I have an Allison AT545 transmission here. I'm going to attempt to show you some of the installation problem that some of you may see in the field. I'm going to show you, first of all, AT545 converter. So when you're installing this unit in your vehicle, when you first remove your brackets, when you receive this, you'll receive it with two brackets on like this. But when you remove your brackets and you're about to install this transmission on your jack to get it up in the vehicle, you want to be careful in the process of moving this converter or moving the unit around. The converter can slip out. It easily can move out. So you want to make sure that. So I'm going to pull this converter off, and I just want to set it on the table here. And I want to show you exactly what happens when this converter is backed out of the transmission. As you can see here, you have the transmission and you have the pump that the hub from the converter fits in. So now we'll move back over to the table, and I have the same AT545 pump here. I want to show you what happens when you don't install this properly. If it backs out, you want to make sure that the converter is flush all the way in. So here's what happens when the converter is not fully installed. The pump gear fits in these slots. So you see these slots on your converter. These two slots is where your pump fits in. So a lot of time, if that's backed out and you don't do your proper measurements, you can actually have that installed resting on top of the converter hub. So in the process of you firing up the unit once it's installed, you spin the pump gears and boom, then it clicks into place, and then it pops these tangs off. So now I'm going to attempt to install the converter to show you the proper way to make sure it's fully seated. Okay. I have the converter here. I'm going to attempt to install it. So now when you install it, okay, this is the converter fully installed. Now, sometimes the converter may back out just a little bit. So you want to pay attention to that. If you see that, if you come and get a picture from the side of it, then you can see that the converter is not installed all the way. Sometimes you may get one in the process of you trying to install it in your vehicle. Sometimes this converter just kind of moves back. So before you install it, you want to make sure that you twist the converter, rotate it from side to side until it pops into place. You heard that? Now here's the converter fully installed. Now I'm going to attempt to back it out just a little bit to show you. See, that's not installed all the way. Now here it's fully installed. And there you have it. Those are some key points when installing an AT545. You want to make sure that your converter is all the way down flush, because if it's not all the way down flush, then you tend a chance of having an immediate failure in the field if your mechanic or whoever's installing doesn't have the converter seated properly. So there you have it. That's a proper way to make sure that your converter is installed fully when installing AT545 into your vehicle.